Comfortable Conversations TV. Yes. So today is a very blessed day. I am so grateful and thankful. I want to give a shout out to all of our supporters, all of our sponsors that have been supporting Comfortable Conversations TV. We definitely appreciate you guys. And I just want to give a special shout out. Let me put this all up in y'all face because this has changed my life, okay? This is Folks Coffee. And when I say it literally changed my life, it changed my life. I want to give a shout out to Kevin Gates, the General, okay? You literally getting a brick of coffee. It comes like a brick, you know, like a brick. For my people that know what a brick is, you know what a brick is, and that's what he call it. You're getting a brick of coffee. And when I say this Folks Coffee has changed my life, it has changed my life, especially if you're a person that is on the go, mother, entrepreneur, very flavorful, very smooth, tastes so good. Kevin Gates, he's calling himself the general now. Definitely have changed my life with Folks Coffee. So make sure y'all order y'all some. When you get it, it's gonna come with the evidence. Okay? Like if you know you was charged with your brick, you got your evidence paper, right? So it's telling you everything that's in the coffee. So it's perfectly ground, rich and smooth with flavor, notes of chocolate, nuts, orange peel, taste hints of cinnamon, and you may even taste a hint of some jasmine. It is a dope everyday drinking coffee that pairs well with cream, and it also makes a great espresso. And it literally, Tina, has
changed your life.
It's changed my life. So again, shout out to Folks Coffee. Just go to folks.com. Again, this is made by Kevin Gates, which is calling himself the General now. So thank you for changing my life, Kevin Gates. I love it. Matter of fact, let me take a sip. But again, thank you guys for joining Comfortable Conversations TV. We have a very special guest. We have Miss Tina Bridges.
Yes, ma'am.
How have you been?
I've been amazing. How have you been?
I've been great. God is good.
I know that's right.
I cannot complain at all.
Absolutely.
Even when I want to complain,
it won't do no good.
It won't do no good at all.
At all. I truly believe that.
Yes. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself and where you are from.
Well, I'm from Atlanta, born and raised right here in the A.
Really?
Falcon fan, win or lose.
Okay, see, I'm gonna have to put you out.
You must be a Saint fan.
No, Cowboys.
Cowboys. We'll take Cowboys. As long as you're not a Saint fan.
Okay.
But win or lose, yeah, I've been here all my life, and from Fairburn, Georgia. It's a small town. You know, I just learned that I'm not from Atlanta when the girl came out with the rap song because I'm on the outskirts of Atlanta. Yeah, I'm on the outskirts. But yeah, small town in Fairburn, Georgia. Been there pretty much all my life. Moved into the city a little bit closer to the city, but yeah, I'm still from ATL, born and raised.
I've been in Georgia for 15 years now.
Oh, okay.
And I probably can count on 5 fingers how many people that I've actually met from
here.
Georgia.
I know. Everybody from somewhere else. You're absolutely right, yeah.
So how was growing up for Tina?
Growing up was fun. Day camps, friends, stealing stuff from my grandmother's plum tree, you know, running around playing hide and go seek, run over man, you know, what you call it? What is it? Hopscotch?
Hopscotch. Yeah. So you must have been double dutching too.
Double dutching. I mean, anything. You know, we never want to be in the house.
Right.
When I was a kid, everything was outside. Red light, green light. You know, things like that.
Yes.
So it was a really fun childhood, and I still have fun. I find things to have fun to do, but yeah, I had a great childhood.
Now you mentioned grandma. Were you raised by your grandmother?
Raised by my mom. They just lived next door.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I bet you that was good. 'Cause
Yeah.
you go from house to house.
Yeah. And like I said, we would take the plums off my grandma's tree. And it's so crazy because when you were younger, you didn't care about washing your hands. You didn't care about water, bottled water. You know, you just drank right out the water hose. You know, put the salt in your nasty hands and eat the plum. You know, so that was fun. You know, I remember those days. Now I can't even eat plums.
Really?
At all.
And that's something. It's funny that you mentioned that because I was just telling someone to get a food allergy test.
I want to do that. Yeah.
I'm telling you, it would change your life because just like you said, you used to you could eat them back in the day. But now that you're an adult, certain things that you could eat back then, you cannot eat now.
At all.
And food affects our body in so many different ways. And sometimes you may eat or drink something, you end up having a headache, stomach ache, something like that. And you think it's something else, and it's something that you consumed that day.
Absolutely.
So I was telling her, I'm like, you need to start, because she was having a lot of headaches and different things like that. I said, you need to start, first of all, keeping a journal of what you ate. What you ate that day or what you drank that day. And when did you get the headache? Did you get it after you drunk that or ate that or something like that? And then go get an allergy test. And come to find out, she was allergic to all types of stuff, red dyes, dairy.
That's real bad.
So it's definitely very, very important. So if you have not had a food allergy test, go get one.
Right. Or pay attention to what you're eating.
Yes.
And how it feels afterwards. And that's what I do. Like I had to, stay away from cheese and potatoes, things like that you feel stuffed. You know what I mean? So you have to look at what makes you, what you eat. And you're like, you know what, I can't eat that. I heard you earlier, I'm pescatarian. I don't eat chicken. Okay. I don't eat chicken, beef, pork, anything like that. And chicken was the last two.
Yes, I'm telling you.
It was hard.
It was very hard. And then when I really thought about it, I'm like, I really don't eat a lot of chicken. Like in a month, I would probably eat chicken maybe 3 or 4 times out the month. So when I got off of it, I thought it was going to be hard, but it really wasn't that hard.
Yeah, once you got off of it, it's easy. You can eat a whole 10 piece in front of me, it won't faze me.
Same here.
So what you eat in replacement of meat?
So me and him was just talking about it. He said he flexitarian. So I do seafood. So I tell people I'm half pescatarian, half vegan because I don't do dairy and all that type of stuff. But
you don't do dairy? Oh, okay. No, that's good.
No.
I still do dairy though.
Yeah. Once you get off that dairy, you will see a big change as well. But yeah, so I do a lot of seafood, and then I do a lot of vegan food. I like the tofu and all that.
Oh, do you?
Stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. And it definitely changed my life. How did you feel afterwards, your body?
Oh, I felt much better, especially with chicken. And then, because people don't realize how chicken stays in your mouth for days and weeks at a time, you know what I mean? So that affects your breath and different things like that. And you got to understand whatever they're eating, you're eating.
That's right.
So a lot of, people don't understand that either. So a lot of the meats, you're eating whatever they put in them, or they eating on the ground. So... And that got a lot to do with how you feel. Yeah,
absolutely. Especially because it takes meat so long to
digest. Especially beef.
Oh, yeah.
It takes a lot for beef to digest, So you eating a sausage biscuit in the morning, you eating a hamburger at lunch, and then you eating Salisbury steak for dinner. You ain't had no time for that meat to digest, and all is just right there.
So tell us about at what point did you decide that you wanted to start modeling?
Oh, when I was younger, probably around 15, 16, I went to John Casablanca for a little while, and then I would do different shows around Atlanta. Like when they have it like at a nightclub, they'll say, anybody want to get up and model? I would get up and model and stuff like that. But it wasn't a lot of agencies back then when, for black people when I was younger. It was more so nightclubs and just get up and walk, or, John Casablanca's and places like that, which was beating you over the head. So once I got a little bit older, I realized that, and then I started seeing more black fashion shows. And then I started, reaching out to those people and doing those shows with those people. And seeing how it, the whole thing works. Right. You know what I mean? And then I realized, I like behind the scenes better, because in front, you wasn't getting too many perks. you would stay there all day, work all day. They have food, they have water, they have, and you just looking like at the end of the day, they're getting paid.
Exactly.
And we're not. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I just started looking at behind the scenes and see how everything worked, and decided I wanted to start my own agency, and that's what I did.
And your agency is for women over 40?
40 and over, yeah.
So what made you decide to do that?
Well, I was around 35 when I decided I was going to a casting call, and the people were looking at me like, who you bringing? Your daughter? Your niece? You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking like, nah, I'm bringing me. Right. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, and they told me no, like I was too old, pretty much, because you're thinking now, this is 2011, 10. Okay. So it wasn't over 15 was old. Right. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's not like it is now.
Yeah, it's totally different.
Over 15, over 18 was considered old in their eyes. So I was just like, okay, I'll tell you what, then I'll just start my own thing and nobody tell me no. That was my concept of it all. So I dragged my feet for like 5 years. Mm-hmm. And then when I got about 42, 43 is when I started.
So how has that been working with other models? What challenges and struggles have you came across?
It's been pretty easy. That I get that question a lot, but it's been pretty easy. Once I reached out to some people and asked would they want to be a part of it, I had about 8 women that say, yeah, I want to do it, because people didn't understand the concept of 40 back then. You got to understand where we at now. Not now.
Right.
But you're talking about 2011, 12, people didn't like, nobody want to see no old ladies. This man told me, nobody want to see no old ladies on the runway. That's what he told me, right? So I was like, okay, cool. So I had a few women say, I'll do it. I'm cool with it. And they came out. And once I got them, and by the time I did Showtime, it was about 25 models I had over 40 when it came Showtime. 2013, I put my first show on. It's going on 13 years now. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Did you ever deal with, because I know just, me being in the industry as well and booking and managing models, a question that I will always get, and now I done started asking that same question as far as when you deal with models and they have significant others, did you ever have any issues with jealous men not wanting their significant other to do different projects or, coming, to the rehearsals and stuff, trying to make sure they doing what they saying they doing and different things like that?
Right. No, I guess because it's older, I guess, but no, if more so, it'd probably be their man just kind of feeling funny that they are doing more stuff now. Mm-hmm. But I've never had that. Nobody's ever talked about it if it happens. I haven't really came across that. But I can see if you have this person who, 40, 50 years old, now all of a sudden she's going out, she wearing heels, she do, you kind of like, wait a minute, where you going?
What you doing? Where you going?
So yeah, that I'm sure some households have been like, I'm going, So yeah.
So fashion shows. So you do a lot of modeling, instructing, teaching women how to walk. How does that process go? And if someone wanted to take some of your modeling classes, how would they be able to partake in that?
Just reach out to me, TLAcasting7@gmail.com. I do classes. Probably I try to do them every once a month or so, depending on location. That's like my biggest thing, making sure I have a location to have the show have the classes in. But other than that, if you reach out to me, I'll set up something with just one-on-one.
Awesome. How is the process when you do have a show with your models? How are you getting them together to make sure that you have a successful successful show?
Yes, ma'am. Now you gotta understand too, I got over 100 models.
Oh wow.
In different states. Okay. Not just here. So they fly in for the show as well. But just getting them all together on the same page. You pick I have to pick a date, and then hopefully everybody can make that date. Because everybody got different schedules going on and stuff like that. But once we get our date locked in, then we do a couple of rehearsals. I don't do a lot of rehearsals. I don't believe in that unless you're doing like a big routine or something, but just straight walking. I don't do a lot of rehearsals for that, but more so of making sure they're there on call time and what to bring, what they need to have, things like that. But yeah, it works out pretty good. Yeah.
Because I know that sometimes can be pretty hectic, like you said, kind of getting everybody all together on the same page,
yes,
all together
yes, it does.
as one, especially if there is a routine involved. Have you ever thought about, or have you guys been out to New York Fashion Week?
Yes, we have. We went to New York Fashion Week, I think 19. Yeah. The girls been to California, we've been to California, and they also been to Paris.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely. We've been to North Carolina a few times. I have 2 models that live out there, and they have different shows of their own. So we've been out there to walk in their shows as well.
What advice would you give someone that is trying to get into the modeling industry?
Oh, just be confident, believe in yourself, know that you can do it, and just go for it. Don't worry about what people say, because you're being older. People gonna say, "Really? Ain't nobody doing that." You know?
Right.
Because even when I meet women out, I'll say, "Hey, you know, you look nice, whatever you consider modeling." They're like, you know, I used to do that when I was there. It's 18. I'm like, no, you can do it now. Because one thing about it, everybody getting older.
That's right.
There's no way you can stop it.
That's
so
right.
if you older and you still feel that
confidence,
that energy that you want to be in the industry, you know, but you don't want to sit at home and watch everybody else do it. Here's your place. You come on over to LA. You can still do it. That's what I tell people, you know. Because a lot of times they'll say, "Oh, I used to do that. I don't do that anymore." And I'm like, "But you can. Put those grandkids, send them grandkids home, you know, and all that type of stuff, and come on over and have fun with us." So that's what we do.
Like you said, times have changed now, and there's so many opportunities out there for women over 40.
Oh yeah,
I mean, with everything from print work to fashion shows.
But I gotta take credit for that though, because like I said, back in 2012, people didn't talk about their age. They didn't want you to know they was old. It was a lot of women in the industry.
Your age,
right? No, not at all. I started in 2013, where we would show our signs with their ages when they come down the runway. When our opening scene is showing your ages and stuff like that. So I would say that I made it more comfortable for people to be like, "Oh, okay, it works. It's confidence. It's style, you know." And so after that is when people start really focusing on over 40, over 50, over this, over that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I really, really pushed it and marketed it for people to realize that over 40 got it going on.
Yeah, and they do. And we do. We do.
Exactly.
Over 40. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what's up. I love it.
So this is our Life in Question segment.
Okay.
So Life in Question is the urban book of questions,
Okay.
written by one of my best friends, Stella Nova. You can purchase this book on Amazon. This is a great book to get to know anybody that's in your life, you know, and it's great for parties and games, just to kind of get different people's opinion on different questions.
Okay.
So I'm going to open up the book,
All right.
and I just want you to tell me left or right, and we're going to answer a couple questions.
Okay. Right. I'm right here.
So today must be the right day. All right. And you never know what type of question.
Oh, okay. Warning.
All
right.
All right. So, have you ever had trouble or issues on a job because of the way that you look physically and the way that you speak?
No, other than just the fashion industry, what I just told you.
Okay.
You know, my age
With
wise.
the age wise. Okay. How old were you when you had the best sex of your life?
Oh, whoa, wow, really? I got a man now.
Exactly.
Right. Period.
Right now.
Yeah.
What 3 negative thoughts do you hold about yourself or verbalize repeatedly that you can change right now and replace them with something good?
Patience, trust, patience, trust, controlling. Less control.
That's good.
Very controlling. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, excuse me. Can I get some tissue? Okay?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's hot in here.
It's the
nose here.
Mr. James, he was
Sniffing too.
today. Yeah.
I think it's good.
And it's definitely
here.
And it's allergy season as well. But yeah, you guys make sure you definitely check out Life in Questions, the Urban Book of Questions. Like I said, you can get this book on Amazon. It was definitely a great book to definitely get to know anybody that's in your life, your partner, your children, your older ones, the ones that are, adults. Your best friends, family members. Is good for parties. Again, when y'all get tired of playing spades and you just want to have some fun and just hear different people's opinions on different questions, make sure that you get this book. Support Black-owned businesses. Also, you guys make sure you follow us on all of the social media outlets. Subscribe to our YouTube page so you can stay on top of all the things that we are doing, all the behind the scenes footage, all of the interviews as well. And again, make sure y'all order Kevin Gates coffee, okay?
All right, let's go.
All right. What steps have you taken in your life to get to know yourself better?
Talk to myself. That's real.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, you do. And just pray a lot.
Absolutely. What are a few things that terrify you in life?
Just the negativity of the world. Sometimes you don't want to go outside because it's just scary.
Mm-hmm. Times have changed.
And in this industry, we got to go outside.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But now it's to the point where I would just go everywhere. But now I just kind of pick and choose where
you go.
Yeah. So
makes sense. Yes, definitely times have changed.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
You won $10,000 playing the slots in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Do you stay and upgrade, or do you take the money and run?
Take the money.
Okay, you better than me.
You'll stay and lose it all.
Well, I wouldn't lose it all. But I would play a little bit more.
Taking a risk.
A little bit more.
If they get in my hand, I'm out. I'll go.
Woo. All right. Last question.
Mm-hmm.
If aliens took over Earth and killed a bunch of people, but wanted to keep you alive to date you, would you date the alien?
After he done kill people? No. If he didn't kill people, we can talk. But you can't be killing everybody and then be like, so what's up?
Right. Look, I won't kill you as long as we together.
But you know what? I just saw a movie like that, which saved her life. So, might work. You need to check that movie out. What was it? Woman of the World or something like that. But it was really good.
It's on Netflix?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So everything is on Netflix.
Right. Yes, really
check it out.
Mm-hmm.
So I am real big on mental health.
Me too.
And I think that everyone deals with mental health. I don't think it's just the people that actually go to the doctor and they title it. Because mental health is dealing with everything: stress, daily life, relationships, jobs, everything, your children,
kids,
everything.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with you multitasking and being an entrepreneur and having to deal with life, and how do you manage to deal with your mental health, and what advice would you give someone else to deal with mental health?
Definitely praying always first on my list, but talking to yourself, because a lot of things you can talk yourself down from. You know what I mean? It's not as bad as you may think it is before you go off.
Right.
Talk to yourself, because a lot of times it's you, and you got to talk to yourself to bring yourself back down, and then go face whatever it is you need to face. But definitely pray on it first, because prayer works. People may say people just talking, but prayer it works.
It will change some things.
It will. You be sitting there like, I don't even know where this money coming from this month. Lord Jesus, help me. Next thing you know, a check come in the mail, and you don't even know why. You're like, well, I forgot all about this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
or
absolutely.
somebody be like, girl, I got that money I owe you. You be like, oh no, I forgot I gave you money. So it's like prayer truly works, and the mental is all about control. People got to understand that too. You're trying to control things that you cannot control.
Oh, yes.
And so when you just release it, you'll realize, okay, I'm good. And that's where it comes, taking that drive if you have to.
Right.
To talk to yourself, or go in the bathroom and talk to yourself. Just to argue both sides of it too. Argue both sides, you know, and you'll see, okay, I'm all right. It ain't even that serious, you know. You bring it back.
Yeah. Me and James, we were just talking. I just said after James, Michael James. Yeah. I call him James. Last name is James. Yeah. Michael James, after Michael James. I'm sorry, Michael, if you're watching right now. But I still got it right, because your last name is James. But yeah, we were just talking about that as far as like, praying. And he mentioned one good thing too is you have to be patient too, when it comes to praying and getting the results that you want. You have to be patient in the process of it.
Yeah, definitely.
And to know that whatever you want in life, you have to be patient. Because it can happen if you have faith.
Yeah.
And there's so many different outlets when it comes to dealing with your mental health as well, from praying to meditation, music, like you said, talking to yourself. Sometimes you gotta be like, hold on, wait a minute, you gotta do your pros and your cons and be like, and then just also looking at the situation and where you came from.
Right.
Like if I came out of that years ago.
That part. I know I can get through this.
I know I can get through this.
Yep.
This is small to a giant,
That's so
But
true.
sometimes we be so caught up in the moment, it don't look like
you can get through it.
Not at all.
But you can.
That was definitely a good point. Because a lot of people, I ain't talking to myself. I'm gonna think,
right.
You gonna think I'm crazy.
Right. It takes talk you out, because a lot of times too, like you in a relationship, and he'll say something or do something, and then you want to talk back, and y'all going back and forth, arguing, whatever, and then you sit down for a minute and talk to yourself, and you realize the argument wasn't even that bad. It wasn't even nothing to get into it about. And sometimes you gotta talk to yourself to say to you shouldn't, because a lot of times you don't want to go outside your house to talk to people, because they make judgments, and then that brings bad heat to your relationship.
That's
right.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you talk to yourself and tell yourself all what you want to say to a girlfriend or a friend of yours or whatever, and that way you can talk yourself out of it instead of somebody giving you some information that can mess your whole relationship up. Yeah, absolutely. You go home and you're like, it's over, when it wasn't that deep to even be over about. So that's why you have to talk to yourself and get the good, both pros and cons of the situation.
Absolutely. It was this guy, and speaking of relationships, it was this guy on social media, and he was talking about, he said, well, in my relationship, he said, I'm the type of person when we're having an issue, like I like to resolve it like right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Like if we gotta go back and forth, I need to know, like we have to resolve it right then and there, to where his girlfriend, she was one that she's gonna leave, go in another room, or leave the house, take a breather, you know, figure it out, and then come back.
Right.
And he was like, I didn't like that because I'm stuck just wondering like what's going on,
right.
you know. We gonna break up? Is we gonna work it out? This, that, and the other. So he was like, we had to sit down and talk about it and come to a conclusion, you know, and compromise and be like, okay, well, I'm not gonna walk away from the situation. And he's like, you know, I'm not gonna, force it, you know. So we got to sit here, take a breather, and then figure it out. But make sure that we tend to it today and not tomorrow.
Let it fester.
And and
that's real.
It really is. And you know, when you go outside and discuss your personal issues with different people, it can definitely affect or even mess up your relationship, like you said, because they don't know exactly what's going on. And it's two sides to every story.
Yep.
And it's always a situation that you don't know what you would do until you're actually in that situation.
Yeah, because everybody say, oh, I wouldn't deal with that, and they dealing with something totally different that you wouldn't deal with. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, I don't believe in talking to other people about my situation unless I'm through with it. Unless I'm about to walk out the door. You know what I'm saying? If I ever come to you about my situation, I'm out the door.
Done.
Yeah, I'm done. Because I don't even care no more. Because in order to talk to somebody about your situation, you got to kind of like dog them out a little bit. And if you're not prepared to dog them out and take them back, then don't go talk to nobody about it. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't want to dog them out, and then next thing you know, they still together. And you don't put your heart into it. The girl want me to come over and help you pack. And you hear nah, girl, that's okay. I'm good. No, we finna back.
You don't put me through all
this. Right. I'm stressed. You leaving. Shoot. So yeah, don't come to me unless you're ready to go. So yeah.
So tell us about everything that you're doing, because I thought it was just
agency.
Yes. And there's more to it than that. Because I seen a clip of you. I think you were on Young Jock's show.
No, I was at McDonald's. They was doing you know how they do the morning show there.
Okay.
I went to the morning show because I knew he was going to be there. And I bake. I'm a baker. I got a company called What That Mouth Chew. Ooh, like what that mouth do, but what that mouth chew.
What that mouth chew.
And so I took my famous.
That could be a little song. Like, what that mouth chew.
Right. So I took my famous cookies, which are oatmeal crisp cookies, to him and let him taste them because everybody love them when they taste them. It's like crack. They call them crack cookies. But yeah, he loved them, and for him saying that, my boy, it went crazy that week. I was just baking crazy.
Wow.
People was hitting me up. Oh, I saw you on your talk show. I was like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I seen it. And that's what I said. I seen you, and I seen Young Jock, and I mean he.
Yeah,
I said
he loved them.
Yeah, he did. I was like, okay.
And I was just like, oh my God. So I really appreciate him for that. And
shout out to Young Jock.
Yeah, Jock, what's up, Jock? But I brought y'all, and I bake cakes as well. So today I brought y'all some cakes. These are lemon, and I brought you a shirt with What That Mouth Chew on it.
Okay. Representing What That Mouth Chew. Y'all see shirt.
Got you a shirt.
Oh, I love the little small containers.
Thank you. So you got the lemon drop.
Okay.
And then you got the lemon Oreo cookie.
Nice.
Okay.
I love it.
So yeah, and all that's homemade. My mom gave me those recipes. I told my mom, look, don't you leave this world without giving me these recipes.
Yes.
You know, because she that's what she did at a restaurant. She baked all the time. So.
This is really nice. I like the bag. I just love these little containers.
Turn that.
Yes. So how can they order your sweets?
You can go on my Instagram, Tina B ATL, or you can go to What That Mouth Chew, which is WHATHATMOUF Chew. What That Mouth Chew.
What That Mouth Chew.
Yeah. You can go on there and send me a message and we can hook it up.
All right. And if there are women out there that's over 40 and they want to be a part of your agency, how can they reach you?
You can reach me again, Tina B ATL on Instagram, or you can email me at tlacasting7@gmail.com. And I also do movies. I have a production company too called TLB Productions.
Oh, nice.
So I shoot movies, do a lot of movie shorts, I do stage plays,
okay.
things like that. So you can find that on TikTok and YouTube.
Awesome, girl. You are doing
Yep.
it.
One-stop shop. My girls don't have to go nowhere. They can do everything right there in the agency. They want to host. I teach them how to host. They're authors. They have their own shows now. And they have their own clothing designers.
Nice.
So, yeah, so they're all right in the family.
I love it. I love it. It's, we have to support each other.
Oh, yeah.
We have to support each other.
Absolutely.
And that's great that you're doing that for the women that's a part of your team, because we need all the support that we can get, and we need to work together as a team, because there's so much out here for everybody.
It is.
There's so much out here for everybody. And then there's a lot of people that need help and that need that advice, and when you've been there and done that and you can help somebody else succeed,
right,
it's totally a blessing.
And being over 40 on top of it, so that's the good thing about it. I go all the way up to age 72 right now.
Oh, wow.
And so it's great for them to be like, okay, we put the kids away and we get dressed up and go out. We'll just go out to karaoke, put our t-shirts on, go out to karaoke, things like that, and just have fun.
Awesome. And that's great promotion too.
Oh yeah.
Promo.
Always.
Let your network be your net worth.
Yes, ma'am. Always.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Tina.
Thank
I
you.
definitely appreciate you for coming in. Thank you
Yes,
for my
indeed.
goodies.
Yes,
Again,
indeed.
make sure y'all order some. And thank you so much for joining us on Comfortable Conversations TV. Make sure you guys follow us on all of the social media outlets. Subscribe to our YouTube page. And everybody just have a blessed day. Bless somebody today. Do something amazing. Just have fun today on purpose. We live every day to enjoy life. So do that today. Enjoy yourself on purpose.